Hello and welcome to Anne's Kitchen. Thank you all for tuning in today, and I'll be showing you how I made my cucumber stew with a twist. I'm gonna start by cooking my proteins. I'm gonna be using chicken, and I'm using the skinless chicken. I took off the skin off the chicken, and I'm going in with my seasoning, my onion, my pepper. We don't really eat a lot of pepper in my house, so I'm going in with very little peppers because the kids are gonna eat this too. So I'm gonna stir in my ingredients and let my chicken steam for a little bit. And I'm checking in on my chicken right now. It's looking good, and I'm, flipping it around. So I let this cook for about 10 minutes ish because I'm using very soft chicken, and it's looking good now. I'm gonna go ahead and air fry my chicken. You can fry it, you can roast it, whatever you prefer. So I'm air frying it, and I'm gonna go ahead to prep my cucumber. I'm using just 2 habanero pepper and 1 bell pepper, and so I'm gonna chop up my cucumbers into smaller chunks before I blend them up. And I'll be using the cucumbers with the back on and with the seeds. I'm not taking out the seed in this recipe. So the seeds in mine are pretty soft, and when you bite into it, it's pretty easy to chew. It's not like the hard one. So depending on what cucumber you're using, take a bite into it, check to see if the back of yours is bitter. If it's bitter, then you can peel it, take off the back. Peel it off basically if it's bitter. But if it's not bitter, go ahead and use it with the back on if you prefer. I left the skin on, but here I just wanted to show you how to take out the seeds if you prefer to make this meal with the seeds. So yeah, that's what I'm showing you here. I just cut into it and take out the seeds if you prefer. So some folks would want to use the cucumbers with the seeds. Others might want to use it without the seeds. But the twist in mine is that I left the seed on, I left the skin on, and I used 1 bell pepper instead of using a bunch of habanero or spicy peppers or cayenne pepper. I substituted my cayenne pepper with bell pepper. So after chopping them all up, you blend them. I added water to it just to make the blending process smoother. And once it's all blended up, you throw it into a sieve and let the liquid go through, and the pulp left on top is what you're going to be using for your stew. So you can use a spatula, a spoon to kind of try to get the liquid to go through the strainer. Another option would be to use a cheesecloth or a silk cloth to kind of squeeze out the liquid, and the pulp on top is what you're going to be using for your stew. And this is what it looks like when all the water has drained out. And here's an array of what I'm going to be using for my stew. It's going to be a very simple, straightforward stew. I didn't use a whole lot of seasoning, just so the cucumber taste can go through. That's what I wanted to really feel. So here I'm all set for my stew. Pot on fire. I went in my oil. Use any oil you'd prefer, and then my onion once my oil has heated up. So I'm going to be frying my onion for a little bit, and I'm going in with bay leaves next, just to add some fragrance to my oil and to my sauce basically. So once that is done, I'll be going in with my tomato paste. So tomato paste, I'm gonna fry that for a little bit, for at least 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the kind of tomato paste you have. This paste is not sour, it fried pretty much fast. So you're just gonna keep frying, stirring, frying until it looks good to go. Just frying, trying to incorporate my tomatoes into my tomato paste into my oil. So I'm just frying, just keep frying. You really have to be patient when frying your tomato paste, and you keep stirring. It's easy for it to burn, so you have to keep an eye on it and just keep stirring. So it's coming up. I'm still frying, and I'm gonna keep going until it's well fried. So it's looking good. We are almost there. And I think we're there now. So it's all fried now. I'll be going in with my blended onion, the pepper, and the bell pepper I had blended up. So I'm going in with that. I'm going to stir it, incorporate it with the other paste I had fried. Just mix it all up. Just stir to incorporate both of them. And when that is done, this is what it's gonna be looking like. So it's all fried now, and I'll be going in with my seasoning and spices. So I have black peppers, curry powder, cayenne, I have onion powder, I have salt, whatever spice you prefer, just throw that in. It all works good. Yeah, so I'm gonna mix that all together, and my stew is looking good. I'm still stirring it so it doesn't get burnt. And my stew is well fried at this point. So I'll be going in with my cucumber right now. So I ended up using 8 cucumbers, like the size I had shown earlier. I used 8 of those for this quantity of cucumber that I got. So stir in to incorporate. Stir. It's still frying. So I'm now frying my tomato paste, my blend of pepper and onion with my cucumber. Will I call it cucumber paste now or cucumber pulp? Whichever. So I'm mixing and stirring that together so it's all incorporated, and it's looking good. So at this point, it's good to go. I'm just gonna add my chicken stock. So I mix that in, stir in, and I see the consistency was still a little bit thick, so I added some more chicken stock to it. So now I'm going in with my protein. You can use whichever protein you prefer. I used chicken and I added fish to it. And at this point, my stew is ready. My cucumber stew is ready and good to go. So I tasted it, the spices, the seasoning all looks good, And I'm gonna be serving it with a side of white rice. And this tasted really good, really good. The kids kept asking for more. So here you have it, my take, my twist on my cucumber stew. Thank you so much for watching, and please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. So here is the liquid I got from the cucumber when I saved it out. I preserved it, and I'm going to be drinking this, and I'm storing it in the fridge, and it's very healthy. Thank you so much for watching once again. Bye.